Hi folks, so I'm Anshuman and I have come up with another video how we can import data using MLCP. In my last video, I have created a project using Gradle and loaded the data into MarkLogic using ML load data task of Gradle. But that thing is not very scalable. If we want to load like heavy data or lots of data, we need some kind of tool to ingest data into MarkLogic in a scalable and a very fast way. So MLCP or MarkLogic content pump comes very handy with that one. For that, or before starting with the ML Gradle task, let me show you what are the Gradle tasks which you can find out, or if you get stuck, what are the Gradle tasks you can search for and apply in your project. So if you go in the query console and type Gradle tasks and press enter, you will see that there are a lot of tasks which is available at your disposal and you can utilize in your day-to-day development activities. What we are going to do is that I'm going to delete the document which I have loaded into MarkLogic using one of this Gradle tasks, or you can say there is one Gradle task for removing that content data, like ML clear content database, and after clearing that database I'm going to load that same file into the content database with the help of MLCP or MarkLogic content pump. So let's get started. So if you see, we already have this document present here, and what I'll do is that I'll clear the content database. What I'll do is that I'll type Gradle ML clear content database p confirm is equal to true. So with this this pconfirm2 is a parameter which we need to supply in case we are handling most sensitive things, or like removing certain kind of things. Suppose if you want to undeploy the data or undeploy the project from the MarkLogic server, we also need to provide this kind of parameter here. So if you will again go and see and do explore, document is gone. Now what I'll do is that I'll again create some XML documents apart from what we have created in the previous example. I'll just press shift N, that is new, and this time I'll be supplying another name into, okay, save it as sample 2.xml. okay, now let's go back to the build.gradle file, and we need to add some repositories, configuration and dependencies to start with creating MLCP task. So first we need to add repositories. So if you see, we have defined repositories name as JCenter and Maven repository it will be referring to. Then what I'll do is that I'll use all the configuration of MLCP, and then I will be defining the dependencies, or what we can say is that what version of MLCP we are going to use. So here I am using version 10.0.4. After this three things, what I'll do is that I'll create a load task. So I'll define task, and I will give a name to this task, load doc, and basically this will be a type of MLCP task. So what I'll do is that add a string over here of task com.marklogic.gradle dot task dot mlcp task and give it here a curly braces. I'll provide a class path of configuration. I'll supply a mode local, then command will be import database, will be content database name or what we have defined, input file path, document type will be XML, output collection will be raw. I'll be adding a prefix of document to that URI which we are loading, and I'll be replacing what will be, we can say, a default URI string which when created when you load data through MLCP. So like basically it will be a file system kind of URI which will be found when you default load data into MarkLogic, but so this string will do that trick. Just save it and run it. So what I'll do is that I'll do Gradle load doc. Okay, so task is successful. Let's go and check whether that data is loaded or not. Let's go to query console, do explore, and here you see we have two samples data loaded, one with my name and one with Deepika's name. So you can supply various kind of parameters and do like come up with your own stuff which you normally do with the MLCP. And MLCP is very good tool to ingest and export data into and from MarkLogic. And MLCP task allows you to invoke MarkLogic content pump tool via Gradle tasks. And one benefit of using MLCP versus Java executable is that MLCP task will use your ML host, that is ML user or ML West admin user or ML password in the properties by default, which are defined in the ML config instance of that ML Gradle initiates in Gradle. So what you are doing is you are reutilizing all those kind of properties. And another benefit is that you don't need to download MLCP and put the executable in your path. You can run this from anywhere as all MLCP libraries are downloaded by Gradle. That's also handy for something like running MLCP or on a Jenkins CI server. So I'll be posting down the link documentation which MarkLogic has come up with. You can refer to those documentation to come up with your own load Gradle task or load document task. A project requirement you can make modification, but base things are like this. So thank you all for listening to this video, and do let me know on the comment section below how you like this video. So in the future I'll be coming up with a video of how you use CORB jobs to transform the data, because like transformation of data is also a requirement, or also we do in a lot of things in MarkLogic. So it's a very important video, don't miss that out. Thank you all.